Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another StarCraft 2 1 versus 1 bot AI cast. We have got ourselves what should be a good one here today, as it's going to be a Terran versus Protoss, something which we do not get enough of, but more importantly, a bot versus bot match. As in these bot games, the rules are a little bit different than what we traditionally get. We are on the map Site Delta, the AI edition, and it's going to be a Protoss bot that we don't get enough Protoss bots in general. So I'm excited to see how well SharkBot can do against BenBot, the battle cruiser bot. That is always fun to watch. And tends to go for a bit of a cheeky opening sometimes, at least against Zerg with a proxy bunker. Not sure that'll be the case in a TVP, though. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before we get too far into this video, make sure to go ahead and click that like button. If we can hit, say, 9 likes on this video, that would be amazing. Join the Discord, which is linked down below, to become part of the community. Leave a like. I already said that. Leave a comment down below saying more bots. And then consider becoming a YouTube member if you do want to support the channel. That is the best way to do it. As far as the build goes for BenBot, no bunker on the other side of the map, just on its own side. So playing it safe against this Protoss, which I think makes a lot of sense, as the solid wall is a good way to deal with the Adepts. The probe for SharkBot is being a nuisance, but with the presence of the Marine and a train of SCVs chasing it out, everything shall be fine for BenBot. SharkBot is going for a Cyber Core, but it's already got the Nexus on the way, so not playing it super passive or anything. It is getting up a nice economy for this match. For those of you that don't know, SharkBot is one of the best macro. It is the best macro Protoss bot, and if not the best Protoss bot. So we do have that probe being chased around still by an SCV. BenBot has yet to complete that solid wall, but there's no Adepts barreling across the map. The bunker should do its job, and both of these bots can go into their macro safely. SharkBot does sometimes go for things like a Colossus drop, which is always awesome to see, as once again we're just we're starved for Protoss builds almost, just because bot authors have a hard time programming it. So we'll see if SharkBot goes for something crazy like that. It does like its late game with Void Rays and Tempest and lots of Colossus. And the Protoss bot is just scouting out for now. Looking for anything too cheeky. I wonder if this probe is going to go for an early third, or when we'll see one of those go up. For now, BenBot does have up that natural command center, though, and everything is well. The same probe still out and about, getting some really good scouting off. Unable to be killed just yet. Stalkers for SharkBot shall soon be piling into a prism, it seems, to potentially get some damage done. BenBot, though, with the bunker at the front, a Widow Mine out, and a siege tank on the way. I'm not too concerned at all, and unfortunately for that scouting probe out on the map, its days may be numbered, as there is now a Hellion lurking out too. SharkBot is, I think, one of the only bots that has utilized prism mining, which is something that Protoss bots do sometimes. However, that will not be the case, as it is just going to get aggressive with that. You see SharkBot saying sneaky as it flies on in and sees a starport and not much else. SharkBot is saying tag mass stalker prism. No blink necessarily to go with that just yet. However, it is going into all those stalkers. All the while, BenBot is a bot that is pretty happy to sit back for most of the game. It doesn't really harass too much or anything like that. So SharkBot does have free reign to macro up, and it is looking real strong here with already almost 50 probes out. And that third Nexus going up. This Hellion may try and reduce that probe number by a little bit. We see BenBot saying stuck SCV and then tag Stalker. I'm not sure which worker was stuck, but does identify that it is Stalkers it's up against. High-sec auto-tracking is on the way to give those turrets extra defensive capabilities. But yeah, BenBot really taking the passive macro approach against SharkBot in this match. And so, in a game against BenBot, the greedier a bot is, it seems to be the better it does. So we'll see if SharkBot is going to get away with that, and whether it'll go for like a 4th base sometime soon. A Widowmine is out at the 4th base location for SharkBot. Looks like a Stalker is just going to take that one for the team. An Observer did come in, but it was a little bit too late. And SharkBot does throw up a 4th base already. And now the Protoss bot talking a little bit of trash, saying, BenBot, I hope your APM is warmed up. You'll need it. Can only assume that's because there's a disruptor on the way, which definitely does require some micro. The Terran bot, though, is really delaying its macro this match, with the 3rd base just going on up now, and then no battlecruiser is on the way out just yet. But BenBot is going to be behind on bases by a large number, as that 4th is already up for SharkBot. Well, just about up. Another Widowmine did burrow at that other expansion location. We'll see if SharkBot runs into that again at some point when it does decide to go for a 5th. BenBot finally does have that battlecruiser on the way, but it does seem very delayed. Like, this is a macro build that doesn't seem too optimized for BenBot. It's very safe, so it must feel confident in the late game. Otherwise, BenBot may need to be tweaked to be a little bit more greedy. An Observer does come in to kill off that Widowmine. It almost kills a Stalker. The Disruptor wanted to get in on the action. SharkBot says, oh man, that base was blocked, so I guess I'll expand to another location. Unfortunately for that probe, it does change its path upon seeing that other Widowmine, so there is detection there. Well, there is sensing of that invisible unit. It was pointed out to me in the comments the other day that invisible units are just known to bots. As long as they can see them, they know exactly where they are. So you can tell where like an invisible Widowmine is and have your bot react to it, as we saw from SharkBot. SharkBot is getting up that 5th base. Static defense going up at all these locations. It's now just macroing up like a beast and is already on 90 probes. So BenBot's going to have a lot of work to get done as it just gets up its 3rd base. So I am starting to wonder if BenBot is a little bit too passive in these games, and maybe it could benefit from some scouting or just mixing in some greedier builds at times, because with this attack, I'm not sure it's going to get too much done. As, I mean, there's disruptors, there's immortals, static defense all over the place. The battlecruiser is a bit of a threat, as this Yamato cannon will delete that warp prism. That's a really nice move for the Terran. However, there is quite a few Stalkers out, so I'm not sure this BC will get that much work done. The Yamato cannon was really nice, though, and presumably there may be another battlecruiser on the way at some point, as that did seem to be the most effective thing. We are seeing an Oracle come on in for SharkBot. Didn't get too much damage done. It's awesome to see that the Protoss bot does try and harass as the game goes on. At least BenBot is getting up a 4th base now, though. Still, though, it is down on workers by a huge amount compared to its opponent. And so SharkBot, like, it's going to hit max in probably like 2 minutes or something like that, which is really problematic for the Terran. We are seeing Oracles still try and harass, but they're not going to get too much done with all the turret presence, with just the standing army for BenBot. SharkBot is transitioning, though, now getting up a Stargate, getting up more Phoenix, and really just everything. If we take a look at that production tab, So is BenBot, though, as it finally fires up another battle cruiser. It's building another command center, so it can expand all over the place. And SharkBot is still just on 5 bases for now. We'll see if it ever goes up to a 6th or not, as it is sending out a couple stalkers to deal with that Widow Mine. Oh, actually baiting out the mine shot. I really like to see that. SharkBot will take this base in the bottom left, though, so it will continue to expand. And now Tempest are on the way, which are a really great answer to battle cruisers as we head into this late game. The Protoss bot is now maxed out. 200 supply is pretty much the universal amount of supply that a bot needs to attack. I think every bot is programmed to attack when they hit 200 supply. So we are seeing SharkBot attack on in. Trying to break this defensive location is not easy, though, as there is bio, a siege tank, and lots of SCVs to repair. So SharkBot fails to break that location, unsurprisingly, as BenBot is very strong defensively. Disruptors are getting tossed out. One hits the siege tank, and that tank does get finished off, so the Protoss is keeping pressure on its opponent. We see a nasty Psystorm go down too, softening up a lot of those Marauders for the kill. So trades are looking pretty darn good here for SharkBot. BenBot has got to hold on. An anti-armor missile will soften up those stalkers, make the BCs so much better against them. And these battle cruisers are quite a threat at this point. Their Yamato cannon is no joke, and they are programmed to get out of danger. When they do take damage, they teleport home to be repaired. That's where BenBot gets a lot of its efficiency, and after a bad fight, SharkBot does fall down quite a bit of supply. The Tempest are there and can be problematic, but the battle cruiser's Yamato cannon does almost one-shot a Tempest. Like a High Templar gets taken out, battle cruiser eats some shots, but then it can just escape. And if we do see that kind of trickle fight, that will really benefit BenBot. As the BCs, they can just Yamato, get out of danger, and so SharkBot may all of a sudden find itself taking really poor trades. It's already down on resources lost by a significant margin, about half the resources lost, and I'm not sure that's going to get any better for the Protoss bot, as like the BCs will grow. I'm not sure carriers will get what it needs done, but it's going to try, as SharkBot is just spending so much money here, making more stalkers, getting all the upgrades, incredibly expensive units, all the while BenBot is slowly approaching max out. We are seeing an Oracle fly on in, but Vikings and battle cruisers will chase it away. I bet one of these BCs wanted to Yamato cannon that. Not quite, unfortunately. SharkBot is known for spamming static defense, and that's exactly what we're seeing it do right now. So if you're wondering why this bot has no money, it's because it spends all its money on cannons and batteries across the map to secure up all its bases. The Oracle comes on in being a nuisance, shooting a little bit of everything, but it will not get that much done, and it will probably die here. And yes, it does go down. We're now seeing BenBot saying tag attack with tanks. That means it's basically moving all its defenses forward to try and get some damage done to SharkBot. Defender's advantage is big in StarCraft 2 and big in these bot games, though. So we'll see how much BenBot's able to get done, or whether it actually does attack here. The tanks are just hanging out for now. And the Protoss is inching forward. This is another strategy SharkBot uses. It will actually move forward with its army and just build batteries underneath it. We are seeing a big fight all of a sudden as lots of Yamato cannons hit those expensive air units for the Protoss. Disruptors getting tossed out. Tanks have a very nice backline, though, for the Terran. And while there was some Psystorms and while the Tempest are getting some shots off, BenBot does seem to be taking a pretty good trade. The batteries are able to heal up these injured Protoss units, though, giving them some more gas. The Thor will potentially pop off a carrier, though. So SharkBot is losing expensive units. And we're going to see another carrier get taken out. So all of a sudden, the Protoss took quite another horrible fight, as the siege tanks are just getting so much work done against the Stalkers. The Thor on the ground is problematic. The Tempest are killing off some of those tanks. And now Zealots are moving forward to help on out, but SharkBot is taking some really poor fight, this, as it's lost so many critical areas. 3 Tempest, 3 carriers have perished, and it's up against 7 battle cruisers of its opponent. The SharkBot is having a really tough time right now. Even the static defense is being pushed back. Stalkers can fight the battle cruisers, but the BCs will just teleport out. Now the siege tanks have pulled back. Things may very well get better for SharkBot. However, we have seen a lot more Tempests get made, so we do see a battle cruiser go down. There was no teleport out for it. I guess its teleport wasn't quite off cooldown, so SharkBot does get some counter blows done here, chasing its opponent away, pulling back the injured Protoss units to the batteries. It's a really neat touch. We do see another carrier go down. They really haven't done that much at all this game. Battlecruiser does narrowly escape as well. So it's tough to say which bot is getting the better end of things. I think it's still looking better for BenBot, although the last minute has seemed to improve for SharkBot as the Protoss bot now pushes forward. The tanks were really problematic, and there is only one left. That goes down now for the Terran, though, so that's not going to be getting any more free shots, and we're actually seeing SharkBot move forward. There was a mothership, but that got picked off. It is attempting to break this planetary. Disruptor is getting big shots off the Tempest. Also, with their Teutonic destabilizers, makes them deal a lot of damage to this planetary, but then in comes the hero SCV, healing this up. We'll see if that can get taken out. A battlecruiser does go down as this fight is occurring, but all of a sudden this planetary may be getting healed up. Is there Disruptor Novas to finally get the kill on this? 2 Novas go off and the base does fall in a great move for SharkBot. Resources lost are still very far ahead for the Terran, though. 11k in total, which we can't really ignore, and we are seeing BenBot try and take another expansion as SharkBot has a couple of units hanging out up north here. It does throw down a Nexus where this Terran bot wanted to expand, and all of a sudden another planetary may be in trouble. The Disruptors are big, killing off the SCVs. Psystorm's even hitting more of the workers, and that's leaving the Tempest pretty much free to shoot at this base. Looks like 1 Tempest does go down to a Yamato cannon to the Vikings. I think this base may die, though, and oh, it's so close. SCVs do come in to repair it, being clutch. So BenBot may hold on to this location. All of a sudden, the defender's advantage swings things in favor for BenBot. We all of a sudden see a big counterattack by the Protoss as SharkBot's in trouble, losing critical production as the Stargate goes down. A mothership is rebuilding, but there's no recall here for the Protoss. 1 carrier is doing what it can, but carriers deal comically low damage to battle cruisers. A battery will keep that carrier alive for a little bit, but all of a sudden BenBot is going for a kill move to take out the production of its opponent. A Stargate is being rebuilt out on the map, so that does show SharkBot's versatility, as it does not just try and rebuild those in the main base, which is very important. Looks like the units are coming back for SharkBot to defend this location. The BCs have been here so long, though, they very well may be able to teleport out. Only 20 seconds of cooldown left on that. So if SharkBot wants to kill off these BCs, it's going to have to be real soon. And I think they may all make out like bandits in the night, escaping. Looks like, no, not a single BC has gone down just yet. The Tempest are having a really hard time. Teleport is coming off cooldown for all these BCs. There we go. They teleport out, or the initial round does, and I think all but 1 battlecruiser will escape here. And that was a really great move for BenBot. Incredible programming for the bot author to realize that his bot can pull that off. We're now seeing a Zealot fight a Thor. A battery overcharge got popped. However, now there's nothing to overcharge as the Thor is just one-shotting probes, being a terror. Up to 35 kills already somehow, so SharkBot taking a big hit here. Zealot's warping in slowly, not next to the pylon that's next to the Nexus, and so this Thor is just killing absolutely everything. 1 Zealot at a time is not enough, SharkBot. Please, get a Dark Shrine and warp in DTs or something. Battlecruiser comes on in, hits a cannon. It will not kill that off, though, due to the presence of the batteries, though. SharkBot is down on supply still. However, it is getting some okay trades. Resources lost, though, are still very poor, down 20,000 resources compared to its opponent. BCs are coming on in, and with like things like a single Thor killing off so many units, up to 70 kills. Probes are just being fed into this. How many probes have died this game? Only 35, and I think this Thor has pretty much killed 35 of them. Some Zealots will finally come down to clean up this Thor. A 75 kill Thor, 76 as he goes out like a legend. SharkBot is still out on the map, getting some Tempest volleys off, and it is mining a lot more than BenBot, as both bots have got their maximum amount of bases. We'll see if BenBot can hold on to all of its locations, or whether SharkBot can kill off one of those again. The Terran is coming forward, hitting some of this static defense, going to kill that off. We had a Stalker, I think, that trapped itself in this location, but it's basically just a cannon at this point with the battery support. More battle cruisers are coming on in, pushing back this critical static defense of SharkBot. SharkBot finds a Terran command center floating out on the map, but it kind of needs more than that, as the Vikings are getting some work done here, it seems. So Tempest have got to keep killing off these Vikings. Stalkers need to help zone them out on the ground, but the programming for these bots has got to have been a nightmare for the bot authors to get behavior that's this good between these two bots. BenBot's attack has been slow and steady, but it is getting the job done, it seems, pushing the static defense back. SharkBot's going to need a good fight in order to come back in this game, it seems, as it is really down in the bank, and resources lost has been horrible for it. We're seeing Cloak on that mothership be used, so the tank will get killed off. But I mean, we've only seen 4 BCs go down this game compared to 9 Tempest, 7 carriers. BenBot really takes care of its own here. SharkBot is pushing forward, potentially wanting to break this base. Time Warp gets utilized. The mothership staying alive, just barely, eating Yamato cannons. That is a prime target for the Protoss, though, or for the Terran, pardon me. Another battlecruiser gets forced away, as this is quite the Protoss deathball. Yamato cannons going down, hitting carriers. There's lots of Zealots on the ground that can potentially kill off this planetary fortress. So that is a nice move for SharkBot. If it can deny this base for BenBot, that could potentially be a win condition, particularly if it takes it itself. And SharkBot is still trading out with this Terran army. Zealots on the ground killing off SCVs. We actually see another battlecruiser go down. There does seem to be just enough Protoss mass here to allow SharkBot to take good trades. We're seeing probes try and go towards the top right. That is not what we want to see, as this planetary is starting to get some free kills. I'm not sure what SharkBot was thinking to start sending probes up to that location. I guess wishful thinking, I suppose. Someone needs to tell SharkBot that it doesn't have that base. Not yet, anyway, as it does seem to be angling north, maybe to try and kill another location. And SharkBot will try and take this expansion. If it can get up this expansion, that would give it the resources it needs to potentially bridge the gap in this game. It's like another planetary will go down for the Terran. So while BenBot seems to take the better army trades, SharkBot can start picking off these planetaries and help even up the resources lost. All of a sudden, though, it is dangerous to be the attacker, as we've seen in this match with the pendulum swinging. So SharkBot is eating lots of Yamato cannons. Its supply of this army on the front is falling. Psystorm zoning out Vikings and battlecruisers, but I think it would be best if SharkBot headed on home. We are seeing we are seeing pylons go up, so there can be static defense at this Nexus. That Nexus staying alive is going to be so important if SharkBot wants to win this game. Tempest are still shooting away, but it's so close to BenBot's base that the BCs can just be repaired, as more SCVs are coming in here to repair those injured battlecruisers. A carrier is just even so far forward. We are seeing capital ships die on both sides, though, as the Tempest keep shooting away. Pardon me as I lost my mouse, but I want to see how many kills these Tempests have. One of them is up to 12 kills, so it's been around a while. Vikings are going down. This planetary could potentially fall. These Tempests deal so much damage to them, and looks like it may just go down. A Psystorm killing off the repairing SCVs, but the planetary stays alive for now, as SharkBot is still attacking somehow. The battlecruisers are being repaired, which is making this a little bit more worrisome for SharkBot. All of a sudden, both bots are really down on bank, though, and BenBot does have to spend its hard-earned money repairing these battle cruisers. That's probably what's partly eating through its bank. SharkBot, though, does have the extra base now, whereas BenBot does not, so it will run out of money sooner than its opponent. And this planetary is, I mean, it's there, but it's not mining at all. So we could potentially see a scenario in which BenBot actually does run out of money to repair. The BCs are coming on in, they can drop Yamato cannons, but this one's just gonna die lurking after that High Templar. And so the Terran, it gets a Yamato cannon, but loses a battle cruiser. It really does need to almost group up its battle cruisers instead of trickling them in here. Then again, that's one of those things, it almost takes a human to realize the way things are going and that it needs to change. A bot will just keep on doing what it's doing. BenBot doesn't know whether it's winning or losing this game. It's just going through the motions. Now some more battle cruisers come forward. There is Vikings helping out too. So the Yamato cannons are good. BenBot is barely staying alive here. However, its supply is starting to fall as it loses SCVs, loses things it can't really replace, being knocked down to 52 SCVs. Whereas SharkBot, on the other hand, does have quite the income still, so it can keep replacing these units. We see BenBot trying to expand to this Nexus, which is just wrong, as it did see a Nexus there, so as far as it knew, shouldn't try and float a base over there, but it's one of those things. These bot authors have programmed incredible bots, but the longer the game goes on, the more convoluted it gets. And it does make you appreciate how good both these bots are. It does look like SharkBot is getting the better of BenBot, though, as the Terran has failed to recover from losing those bases, it seems. It's trying to get these locations saturated. And it has been given a moment of respite, as SharkBot is now attacking towards the north. But, I mean, BenBot doesn't have a single fresh base. Every single base is down mineral patches. And so it really is going to start to run out of money soon. It's been given a minute by its opponent here. However, now we're seeing the Protoss force attack towards the north. There's not enough turrets. There's not enough repair to keep that planetary alive. SharkBot's attacking logic is really great, as it just targets down SCVs, jumps right on that planetary, basically. And then there's no way it can hold on, so BenBot losing critical mining that it won't be able to come back from here. The battle cruisers can try, and when they pick off units like this, it's really darn great for them, but when BenBot starts to lose its BCs, it really goes downhill fast. We've also seen a lot of workers killed in transit, 200 dead SCVs in total. We're seeing battle cruisers just narrowly escape here as they try and get Yamato cannons off, but like this one, it wants to get a high-value Yamato target, but it doesn't even escape. That one, Yamato cannon's what I think may have been a hallucination. And yeah, SharkBot's trades are just too darn good at this point, it would seem, as BenBot is down to basically no mining at this point, no gas income anyways. It's got plenty of gas, it just needs minerals. It can try and hold on. There's a bunker, a turret, widow mines going off, killing interceptors. The battle cruisers keep getting off Yamato cannons, but looks like another one is just gonna go down, and so the cost efficiency has really turned around. SharkBot is still down on resources lost, but with the extra base, that's all it needs. It's even taking the last base of bases of BenBot. That base will barely pay for itself, but SharkBot doesn't care. It's money in its pocket, not in its opponent's pocket, and it is just a slow death for BenBot. I feel kind of bad that I've clicked on a couple games that BenBot does lose. I'll have to see how it does in some other matches later on. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you made it to the end of this video, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button if you are not subscribed, as I put out bot videos like this pretty darn regularly. Subscribe to the channel if you... I already said that. Jeez, you can tell I've been grinding videos to get ready for when I'll be away. Leave a comment down below saying more bots, as that does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Click that like button and consider becoming a YouTube member if you do want to support the channel. And once again, big thanks to the bot authors who program their bots so we have this great entertainment. I know I'm critical at times because that's just my commentating style, but it really is impressive how good how much work these bot authors have put in. And if you are a bot author and you do want your bot's games to be casted, feel free to send me that replay. I cast new bots, old bots, and of course updated bots too. So I'm always looking for those recommended replays. And thanks to everyone who does send those in. We now wait for SharkBot to finish him, as BenBot will indeed go down here, as it is good to see a Protoss bot getting a win. It definitely is the more underrepresented race in these bot games. And so if you're going to program a bot, make it a Protoss one, please, as I think that's a great challenge to take on. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.